Are you ready to blossom with confidence in this season? My name is Stephanie Wells, AKA the Confidence Curator, and joining me today is the real estate expert, Adriana Bolivar. We're going to dive into some tips to help boost your confidence and your curb appeal. So, Adriana, as our resident real estate expert, what can you share with our beauties who might be considering putting their home on the market? What are some things they can do to make sure they get top dollar?
Thank you, Stephanie, for that lovely introduction. Spring is when the real estate market typically picks up. Summer's right around the corner, and homeowners are thinking about relocating, downsizing, and upsizing due to the kids maybe finishing school, or they just want to change. Having that time in the summer to be able to pick up and move is very convenient because sometimes you can take off work and spend time additionally with your family as well in your new home. So the market usually is very busy with buyers and sellers at this time in spring. So what are some very easy and inexpensive ways to spruce up your home and potentially get a buyer sooner than later? Well, here's tip number one: declutter and organize. The first step to preparing your home is to declutter and organize your space. Go room by room and identify items that you no longer need, use, or want. Sort them into piles for donation, recycling, and trash. This not only creates a more organized and inviting space, but it also helps potential buyers to envision themselves in the space. Tip number two: deep clean. A clean home is a must when selling a home. Make sure to scrub kitchens and bathrooms and put extra detail in carpets and floors. Even if you may have to hire a professional to do your cleaning services to ensure that every inch of your home is spotless. It goes a long way with buyers. Tip number three: freshen up your space. Spring is a time of renewal, and adding some fresh touches to your home can help make it so inviting to the buyer. You can change the bedding, change your towels in your bathroom. You could also refreshen any walls that have scuffed up marks. You can put a new coat of paint on there. It goes a long way when the buyer sees your home and walks through it. The tip number four: address repairs and maintenance. So when a buyer is under contract, they do their inspection, and you want to minimize as much as you can what the buyer finds wrong with the house. From the smallest thing of, it could be a bulb that's out. Trust me, they will bring it up. So make sure to take a look at your light bulbs and replace them. Make sure that leaky faucets are tightened, because this will prevent a lot of issues in the future with your inspection, with the buyer trying to nick and pick at any problem with the home. So small and inexpensive repairs that are visible to the eye, like leaky faucets, light bulbs, garage door not opening, make sure those things are repaired. Tip number five: enhance your curb appeal. So first impression goes a very long way. Enhancing your home's curb appeal can make a significant difference. So clear debris from the yard, trim bushes and hedges, and add some colorful flowers or plants to your front porch or entryway. Consider power washing your driveway or your walkway and your roof. It's not that expensive to power wash your roof, and it's a home run to when you attract the buyer from the outside, and it's a big difference seeing a clean home from the outside and walking into everything else that I just explained. So spring cleaning can be a bit daunting. It is a daunting task, but it's an important step in preparing your home for the market. By decluttering, deep cleaning, refreshing your space, addressing the minor repairs and maintenance, and enhancing your curb appeal, you can make your home more attractive to a potential buyer very quickly. I hope these tips have helped, and if you have any questions, you can scan that QR code right there, and I'd be more than happy to assist you. Spring.
Yes, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. Just simple tips. I need the breakdown, right? I need the beyond just enhanced curb appeal. I need to know what to do. So thank you for saying clear like I've got my husband's to-do list.
Yes.
Clear debris, trim the bushes, power wash the walkway, the drive, the roof. And I also love what you were talking about with the decluttering, like sorting into three piles. That's such an easy thing. I think that can feel overwhelming when I've lived in my home for 30 years. So the thought of decluttering is daunting.
I know we sometimes become hoarders without
Yeah.
even realizing it.
Well, you just can't bear to part with it, but I like knowing that I can put it in 3 piles. I'm either gonna donate it, I'm gonna recycle it, or you just gotta let it go, right? It's gotta go to the trash. So thank you so much for that. Those are great tips. I love that you had 5 tips because I have 5 tips too. That's perfect.
Awesome.
So,
I can't wait
uh,
to hear to
mm,
beautify myself.
yeah, girl. Yes. So I've got 5 tips to help you bloom with beauty, boost with confidence, and show off your own personal curb appeal all season long. So the first tip I want to share is check your expiration dates, especially in your skincare products. And with Mary Kay, our products have about a 3 to 5 year shelf life with our body care, our regular skincare foundations, things like that. But things with SPF, like your day creams, maybe CC creams, or products with retinol, have a shorter shelf life. So it's time to check those. We're going to spring clean our own products. The second tip I have is it's time to exfoliate, slough off that dull winter skin. So my favorite way to do that is with our microdermabrasion product. The microdermabrasion is a exfoliator. I like to keep the first step. It's 2 steps. The first step is called refine, and I like to keep that in the shower. That way, when I think about taking the trash out of the house, I'm going to take the trash off my face, and I'm just gently going to massage while I'm in the shower because it is very fine little granules that buff that top layer of skin. So it's going to help slough off, and your skin has a natural renewal process. This helps it gets through that process a little bit quicker, so you have that beautiful spring skin showing through. So I keep that in the shower about twice a week. When I get out of the shower, the first thing I'm going to put on my face is that second step, the pore minimizer. Your refine kind of went into the pores, pulled out all the junk and the gunk from those pores. Now we want to close those pores back up. We want to leave them nice and tight, right? Everybody wants smaller pores, right? So
Yes.
our microdermabrasion is one of my favorite exfoliators. In Mary Kay, we actually have a couple different types. So depending on what your skin needs are, what you're looking for result wise, we could talk about that. Again, you can scan the QR code so we can connect and I can help you maybe identify what those skincare needs might be. Adriana, I got to tell you, I'm loving your lips. That is the perfect
Oh,
color. So for spring, you want to pick out a new lip look. So the color of the year for 2024, the Pantone color is called Fuzzy Peach. So you are right on there, on track there. Our Mary Kay, we have a fun peachy lip gloss. It's called Fancy Nancy. And it's just a fun kind of mix of peach and pink. So if you're not sure what colors are best for you, I do offer what we call Shake Up Your Makeup in little virtual sessions where you physically bring your makeup bag. We jump on a Zoom or we do a FaceTime together and kind of go through those products in there to go, okay, is this like 3 seasons ago or can it stay? Like some things are classic and they never go out of style, but some things we need to kind of like, let's put that over to the side in case it comes back in season. Another fun thing that I love doing is helping create custom palettes. So this is one of our palettes I put together actually for my daughter. She wanted a kind of like a bare palette where just a neutral eye look, cheek, the highlight and the contour. Our palettes are actually magnetic. So when you get your eyeshadows, they're in little metal trays. You just pop them in and they hold in place. So that way you're not spending money on palettes that you don't need. You're
nice.
just getting the colors you want and you can change it up with the season. So that's really cool.
Love that.
Yeah. All right. Tip number 4. We're talking about spring cleaning. So you want to make sure you're cleaning your makeup brushes. Do you know how often you're supposed to clean your makeup brushes, Adriana?
Once a month.
Yeah. Well, once a month is good sometimes. They actually recommend, the beauty world, right? Recommend you clean your brushes once a week. And I can tell you, I don't do that, right? I will
don't either.
say, I love to use a daily spritzer. We have a brush cleaner. It's really easy to use. I hope you're using makeup brushes because it just makes a world of difference when it comes to application and the look you're going for, blending. But sometimes those brushes, if you're going traveling from color to color with the same brush, your makeup's going to look muddy. So in between uses, I have a dry cloth and I'll just spritz that with our brush cleaner and kind of swish, swish, swish. And then I can go travel to another color, making sure that I'm just picking up that one shade. And then on that monthly basis, the easiest way to spring clean your brushes, I like to just take them all. I call it the brush spa, and we all go to the kitchen together. And I turn on the water just a little bit, put some Dawn dish soap in the palm of my hand, and then just gently kind of back and forth till I get all the color out. When the water runs clean, I know my brush is clean. And then I want to gently reshape it, right? And then you don't want to put it in a holder like this because then the water kind of drips into the barrel there and relaxes the glue. And then that's when you start putting it on, you notice you have bristles on your face.
That
So
makes
you want to,
sense.
yeah, you want to keep your bristles intact. So instead you can dry it on the edge of the sink, just like that. Okay. So flatten it back out, reshape the tip, and then just let it rest. And you want to try to do that. If you haven't done it yet in 2024, this is your reminder to spring clean your brushes. Okay. Tip number 5, my last tip. Here in beautiful Florida, spring is our jam. Spring is the season where we're all starting to get outside a little bit more, and we want to make sure that we're wearing SPF in our skincare. So whether it's coming from your skincare or makeup, just make sure you have SPF in the lineup. So my choices today are going to be the new Mary Kay facial sunscreen. It's a 100% pure mineral sunscreen. It's powered by zinc oxide, so it's perfect for going underneath your makeup. It's perfect for going to the beach. If you don't want to wear SPF 30, then I love on my daily, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I put on my face after I've washed it, moisturized, of course, is our CC cream has SPF 15. So it's like a tinted moisturizer, but you're going to get a little bit of sun protection. So whatever you're doing, make sure you've got some type of SPF. That's one of the biggest difference makers on how to keep your skin looking younger, longer. And that's the goal, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you to all of our beauties watching today. We'd love to hear which tips were most impactful for your spring. Again, if you'd like to connect with Adriana or myself, you can scan our QR codes over there. We would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video collab, make sure you give it a like and a follow and hit that subscribe button so you'll be in the know of what's next. Thank you again, Adriana, for sharing all of your
Oh,
wisdom
you're
and experience
welcome.
with me. This was so
It was lovely. Thank you.
fun.